Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? A gracious good morning to you good people. It's your girl KB. You know what I do and you know why I do it. It is Thursday morning and it is April 2nd. It is 2:42 in the a.m. And I didn't record it all yesterday because I was a little under the weather. That happens when you get older. You know, the slightest symptom that you would shake off in your youth becomes a major issue in your old age. I need to say that. Yeah, and the reason that I was off, some of you guys are going to laugh at this, and some of you aren't going to find it too humorous. Those who suffer from it won't find it too humorous. I'm not a sound sleeper. I've taken all kinds of herbal supplements. I've taken ashwagandha. I think that's how you say it. I've taken melatonin. Now I'm taking magnesium. That seems to help a little bit. But I've never been a straight 8-hour sleeper unless I'm extremely ill. And for the most part, that has happened during hospitalizations because that's how ill I get sometimes. Saying all that to say, I also have bruxism, extreme bruxism. For those of you who don't know what that is, that means I grind my teeth in my sleep. I've broken a bridge. I've broken spacer teeth, and I've chewed through a night guard. My bruxism is so bad that the sides of my tongue are scalloped because all night long. And my mother used to grind her teeth. Now, for those of you who wear dentures, that sounds like castanets being played all night on top of the snoring. And I do that as well because at this ripe old age, I still have tonsils and adenoids, and they're horrible. They have always been bad. But you know, when you grow up and you can't afford insurance, you know, you only take your kids to the hospital for serious issues. So, there you have a health history. Anywho, this is what had happened was I choked in my sleep. I guess I was sleeping too elevated and I aspirated, and I am prone to pneumonia, and that can cause pneumonia depending on how bad you aspirate. And you know, I keep a water bottle near my bed. So, man, there was a lot of stuff going on yesterday that had me fatigued, a little beat up, if you will. And I was like, no, I just can't pull it together enough to be present for people. And, you know, the other piece of that is, I think I was sleep deprived and sleep agitated because an event happened on Tuesday, where an individual came in and they just kind of mentioned in passing, hey, there's somebody out there crying, and didn't do anything more than that. Now, I'm looking, I see an African American male crying in front of a group of people. That rarely happens. Now, the individual that said, hey, there's a person out there crying, put a scenario together in his head based on the fact that the person was on the phone. and dismissed it. So, me being me, I recognized, the individual from just general conversation, and I went over, what's up, man? And heard this individual express some SI. For those of you who don't know what that means, look it up, because I can't use the words or I'll be censored. So I immediately sprung into action and made sure this individual was safe, got their assigned therapist, and was able to do a quick, fast, and in a hurry intervention. And we're good today. But, that takes a lot out of me, having to respond to crisis situations. And this is coming on the heels of hearing of a death of a child, And then for whatever reason, I don't know why I did this, as I'm sitting at home trying to put my thoughts back together, I watched the Lamar Odom documentary, and that was a lot to unpack as far as his addiction, his minimizing his addiction, and now his considering himself well. No, bruh, I need to tell you, you may be high functioning, but you still have the addict mindset, in that you don't address it with the seriousness that it requires. And you're still, for lack of a better word, fame whoring. Being in the limelight is pretty much what took you out. And you continue to dance with that date. Addiction is an ugly disease. And, for the folks who come in entitled, because I get this all the time, but you get paid to do, to put up with their madness, basically is what they're telling you. Like they're some Hollywood elite or financially independent people will tell me often, you get paid to do this. And my response is always the same. I don't get paid nearly enough to put up with the bull that you bring. So now if you want to talk about it, let's talk about it. But if you want to play, speak your piece and go on about your business. Addiction is an ugly disease. And people need to realize that just because you're not using drugs, so to speak, we're all in recovery from something.